Alrighty, folks, we're here at South Boston for the South Boston 400. 14 laps in the booth with me, Kendall Paul. Sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of a timing mishap tonight. We'll get it fixed for next week, but right now it's 16 laps in to this 400 miler here, or 400 lapper here tonight. And Kendall Paul in the booth. Kendall, how are you? And we got problems already in 11 around.
Oh, it's
11 around, turn 2.
going good. Now they're going to be working their second caution of the night, so glad to be up here with you, Matt, and hang tight in here this 400 lap race.
Yeah, Matt kind of screwed up the timing here tonight, but it's okay. We're here. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast. Sorry to, as well, sorry to Dirt Anarchy guys, but we ran out of time. So we're going to get ready to go. And, man, what do you think? 400 laps here tonight. Gen 4 car. Old school racing. Now, I remember when this car was a thing. I'm not so certain that you remember when this car was a thing. So, well, yeah, because you're not cool like us older folks, that were around here for this. So, for you youngins, including Kendall here, who doesn't know, this may have been, or is, and still is, a lot of opinions, including mine, the best, by far, car ever to race. So right now, we'll get up to speed here. And let's get ready here. 20 laps on the board here tonight, and we'll get ready to go back green.
It's going to be an interesting race. I've never raced the Gen 4s here at South Boston, but what I've known, but I haven't raced under the lights here at all. I don't know if it's going to affect the sun going down, and we're going to go under the lights here, I'm sure, here in the next 100 laps. We'll be under the lights. I don't know if grip will change or anything at all with these Gen 4s, but...
Yeah, grip level is going to change a ton here with these race cars, I think, and that's going to be the key here, in my opinion, tonight, is that grip level will change over the evening. And again, like, if you don't know, you don't know, but these cars are an absolute handful to drive when the grip level changes like that, man. They will sneak up and get you in a hurry.
I almost feel like you have to drive these cars. You actually have to manhandle these cars and actually drive them compared to the actual Cup cars nowadays. Unfortunately, never got to see them race in person, but what I've heard from you, Matt, and a lot of others, that this was a very good car to watch seeing race.
Yeah, this car, like I said, it puts on a show. It's hard to handle. 900 horsepower to rear wheels. Just everything about it. We're going green here this time by. Back underway, 25 on the board already. And again, we're going to knock off quick laps here at South Boston. So don't let that surprise you here. 400 laps the distance. But we're going to knock them down quick. Johnny Taylor out front. Daniel Mullinex back there. Jacob there as well. Notice, Kendall, these cars are a handful on the exit.
Yeah, there are. When you're getting that 900 horsepower back under power on the exits, you got to drive them. You got to understand your car that, hey, if I caution's out again for the third time.
Oh, the webbing machine in the outside wall. And for the second time, Robert Engelman into the outside wall. Yeah, that car is not looking too hot. Taylor out front. But what are you thinking here early on? Before we do anything else, let's do this. as we're getting ready here to go. Let's take a look at the point standings coming into the night here for these guys. And Stony Banfield, the points leader coming in. Now, Stony right there in the 75 ride running fourth. Daniel Molinek, second in points coming into the night as well. Daniel right there. So, Daniel with a good opportunity to make up some ground on Stony here tonight. Mark right there as well in that fifth spot. The points battle going to be huge here. So again, 27 on the board. So what are you thinking here, Kendall? What you've seen here? You were the first one in here tonight. What's your thoughts so far, man?
So far, it's been most of them have been kind of trying to get in line just to kind of click off all these laps. They're only in lap 28 of 400. No stage points, I don't believe, to be racing for if we're going by retro rules. Everybody's trying to just get single file and everything. I think it's just that problem of being slick and loose with these cars that's brought out these cautions. Earlier, before you got in here, Andy Reeves, he brought out the first caution around, I believe, lap 6. That was a self-spin. So it's just a lot of grip issues early on, and I think it just comes with being at South Boston. Probably the first time for many of these guys in Engine 4.
Yeah, man, this car, man, in particular, is an absolute handful. Now, the Gen 4 area didn't necessarily race here at the South Boston. The Busch cars, or, back now nationwide cars, otherwise known as Xfinity cars, did run here at South Boston along with the trucks. These Gen 4s did not, but man, getting these cars to hook the bottom is like trying to wrangle a bull on steroids. We're already on the board. We're back underway. Taylor out front leading. He'll dive it into turn 1 and 2. And he'll pull right away there from Jacob right behind him. So Jacob right behind him here. Stoney, Mark, James, Justin, Mike, William R. Martin there as well. Sitting there in that position also. 32 of 40, 400 on the board here. And again, just take care of your equipment early on. Don't push the car too hard. You got this little short track that you're dealing with tonight. And that is going to be the thing that you have to deal with all evening long here at South Boston.
100% for sure, and it's just they kind of conserve. Johnny Taylor, he's putting a the pedal to the metal right now. Just set the fastest time of the race at a 15.445. He's over 1 second in a lead, so it's going to be interesting to find out what his strategy is on caution number 4 out on the speedway.
Caution is out, and that's Wiggins around in 3 and 4. And that's the 5 of Wiggins. Taking a look here. Underneath, working the bottom. Oh, got hooked, right hook into the outside wall. The 11 was there. Couldn't tell from that angle if he came up or not. And he did. Just a little bit. Gets right hooked into the outside wall. So Banfield continuing to lead. Trouble's already in chat. Barbara rooting for Stony Banfield, the faster pastor, out there as well. So back under caution yet again here. 36 on the board of 400 with Stony out there as well as Johnny Weedman. So Kendall, what's your thoughts here? 37 complete. If you're that 3 car of Johnny Taylor out front, what's your thoughts as you're leading early here at South Boston?
I think he's in a good spot. I think he needs to get a good enough distance away from that second place, but also he needs to conserve a little bit. It's kind of taking both worlds on conserving and trying to run away with it. I think that's just going to be the main difficulty that he's going to go through. as the leader, and definitely a main struggle that I would have if I was him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like 38 complete. If you're that number 3 AC Delco ride, it's going to be very tricky. As this goes on and the sun goes down.
Oh yeah, and like we see in the Coke 600, in real life and even on iRacing, as soon as that sun goes down, the cars handle a lot different, and I'm sure it's the same for the Gen 4s, so it's going to be interesting to kind of find out who's good when the sun's out and who's not good, and who's good when the lights are up.
Yeah,
Or
that's going to
on.
be the million dollar question tonight, right? 2x2 stacked back up like dominoes right now. As we get ready to go, and again, Johnny, that beautiful AC Delco Junior ride. Beautiful looking race
Heck
car. Got
yeah.
Rusty Wallace out there. The old Remington Dave Marcus 75 out there as well. Taylor out front leading. Let's go. Banfield right
And
there.
Schwab will
We
turn front straight
go.
away in the parking lot.
Oh, that's a mess. That's not good. That's bad. Well, it is more like the Walmart parking lot down here at the end of the corner.
Somebody left their shopping cart out in the middle of the parking lot.
Oh, it was a 75.
Maybe
Oh,
on his tires?
yeah. Take a look at Stoney. Spun the tires. Oh, you're exactly right. Look at you.
I kind of noticed they were already wrecking right before that start-finish line, and normally if they're wrecking right before the start-finish line, it is because somebody spun the tires, and honestly, it's really easy to do in these cars compared to the trucks and Xfinity cars. So if you're not used to these Gen 4s, it is really easy just to spin them, and ultimately, that's what happens.
It's what happens, right? 43 on the board. The faster passenger got a little bit too fast there and spun tires.
Trying to get that good old jump.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see who we can talk to here, at least early on here. Let's go with up here in Dale Earnhardt Inc. Mr. Johnny, teammate Stu Mark, of course. Let's talk to him. Yes, DEI is a thing you don't remember either. Mr. Johnny, Matt. I moved into the rogue spot. Mr. Johnny, Matt in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, man. You're leading early here at South Boston. You've been leading the whole time here early on. What's your thoughts here as the yellows have kind of been coming rapidly here?
Yeah,
Not really giving you an opportunity to run away.
it's a little rough start to the race. We're just waiting for things to calm down, hopefully here, and hopefully we can settle in and start running some green flag laps, see where we stand against these guys.
Yes, sir. Well, of course, your teammate back there as well, coming to green. Best of luck, buddy. I'll move you back up to DEI or CO or whatever we would call ourselves. All right, there we go. Kendall alongside the two, ready to roll. Green flag in the air, we're rolling. Johnny Jacob right there as well, Daniel in line. 46 on the board, James. Look at the side-by-side battle behind them. There's the 8 with the 11. And that 11 car, he has gotten beaten up. But he is still rolling, man, decently well.
Yeah, he's been rolling that top side. I've been watching him ever since the restart. He's been trying to roll that top side, and it's worked a little bit in his favor. And let's see if it kind of later in the run, if it works out for him, as he's going to be on the high side of the 24 and battling it out for the 9th spot back there deep in the field. It's going to be interesting if that high line works for him.
Yeah, 13 cars out here tonight, get down into turn 1. That was tight there. Mark there in the 8 right behind. I don't know if you've seen it on your end, man, but he nearly got collected with Andy in the 24 just in front of him. Stony lap traffic in the middle of that, too. So Kendall, if you're Stony and you're in the middle of this and you're trying to battle, and caution, it was out lap 50, and I believe that was Jeff Hugh Huggins going around. That was the big red Jamie McMurray car going for a ride. Well, there we go again. Another yellow out just like that, and that will give Robert. Don't believe they're doing the lucky dogs. It wasn't back that way back in the day, so I don't think they'll do them here. But we lucky. Think you'll get the lucky wave?
Well, if we're going retro style, no. I mean, did they, with the Gen 4s, did they go single file restarts, or did they make that
Well,
a
we're gonna
rule?
wave them. So we're keeping the wave and the double file resource. Looks like because they gave him the wave around, so he gets the lucky dog. The 11 back on the lead lap, or looking like it's been through a demo derby, but back on the lead lap nonetheless.
I mean, good thing is right here at South Boston, I don't think aero matters real too much. It's just about your engine power, getting back on the gas and everything. So, luckily for them, aero's not a huge deal at this track.
Banfield on pit road. Just to update there, Banfield down pit road. Fuel and tires 53 on the board. So, caution is out. So again, 53 completed the 400 with the yellow back out. What's your thoughts having the yellow back out like this? If you're one of these drivers, how hard is it to get in a rhythm like this?
Really hard because you're getting into a run and you're starting to get focused. You're starting to get dialed in and you're starting to run your rhythm. And then caution comes out, it disrupts that whole thing. It's almost like an earthquake that just went on the table and just knocked over a whole bunch of glasses. It's really important to have long green flag runs for most drivers. I think just for these drivers, they need to kind of save their stuff up and everything, and know so far that there's been caution after 10 or so laps. So I think that's a big important thing to keep in mind for these drivers.
Yeah, and that's the thing. 55 on the board of 400. You still got plenty of time, right, to fix it.
Oh yeah, 100%. We still got 350 laps to go.
So back up to speed. Here we go. So here we go again. And again, if we do get rolling, which I assume we will, I'm looking at this right now. Mr. Johnny out front leading Jacob Lane there and Daniel Molinex in the top three. Those three cars, look how planted the rear of these race cars are. Games right there as well. And caution is out. William R. Martin involved.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Back of the car, just stepped out on him and went to correct it, man, and just hard into the outside wall.
Ooh.
That's going to be missing the front end.
Yeah, that front end went all the way down to the inside lane.
That can't be good for your radiator.
No.
He will get it slowed back up. 59 complete of 400 here. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to check something while we talk about this. I wonder what the track record here is for yellows here in the Nationwide Series.
Bernie Banfield, he's going to get the lucky dog this time. He's going around the track now to claim that, so he'll be back on the lead lap.
Johnny there as well. Jacob there as well. Everybody is rolling here. 60 of 400 complete. Back under yellow here at South Boston. We'll get ready to go back green. So again, 60 of 400 complete. We'll be right back in the booth here in a moment at South Boston Speedway. All right, back here as we get ready to roll once again. 62 on the board of 400 here tonight. There's the 44 Hot Wheels machine. Johnny Taylor right there as well. Lights out on the pace car. So Taylor out front, ready to go. And green in the air. Let's go back at it here at South Boston once again. Taylor dominating early. Look back at the pack here. Mike trying to sneak through. The 12 up the hill. Oh, I don't know. I just don't think that outside groove is where it needs to be right now.
No, I don't think so. I think you're just kind of wasting your rubber trying to get around people up on the high side. And you gotta also think we're 64 at 400 in this race, so kind of just right behind the guy in front of you want to pass. Eventually he'll make a mistake where you can capitalize on that mistake and go right around him. It's trouble in the front stretch.
It's going to be James, and we got another missing front end. Radiator showing on that car. We will stay green right now. And right now, up front, Johnny Taylor doing everything he can to lead the way. Jacob taking a look at the 24 machine of Andy Reeves. Robert there as well, 2x2. And Robert's 2x2 right now. 67 complete of 400. I think we're finding our rhythm here, man.
Oh, yeah. And I just like to point this out. I'm kind of listening to the driver comms. The 44 back there, the Hot Wheels machine of Jacob Capone. Shows some sportsmanship. He said, told the two that he's faster, go around him. The two went on the inside, went right around him, and he's starting to set sail once again. So some nice sportsmanship from the number 44.
Yeah, and that's the way you do it, right? Just wave them around, right? Let them go. And again,
Oh, yeah, you
don't want to waste time, right?
Right, you don't want to waste time, you don't want to waste rubber. So at the end, it benefits both of them at the end of the day. And
and really, the tire wear here, when you talk about tire wear, usually it's going to be your on throttle, getting the car loose on throttle situation. A little bit of right front that comes into that, especially if you're up top where this 24's at right now, way outside the groove, trying to hang on to it. That's Reeves. Mark's still trying to sneak his way through. He's still got a one way to go here. But again, the guys back here in the pack are down on the bottom. It's the 12. He'll hang on, keep it rolling. But Taylor right now, 2.9 seconds up on the field.
he's got that sail out, and he's starting to just set sail.
Yeah, he's got that sail out and keeping rolling. Jacob, Robert, here it comes Stoney, the faster passer up inside the top 5. Think about this, it wasn't that long ago that Stoney was one lap down here, now back on the lead lap into the top 5.
That free pass is very beneficial too. If you do get in a little bit of trouble there where you gotta go a lap down, and it's really easy to go down a lap here at South Boston. It's only 0.4 miles around here, so that's why we've been saying the 400 laps are gonna tick down fast, because they're only running right now 15-second laps, so it's gonna go by quick.
So 76 of 400 complete right now as they work through. Johnny, Daniel, Jacob, Roberts. 77 on the board of 400. Johnny Taylor right now, 78 to 400 complete. Daniel Molinex right there hanging on. Jacob Robert Engelman there as well. Stony Benfield right there as well. Mark doing everything he can. And right now, Mark is in a decent position, I think. If I look at the lap times here, 16.0s. A little bit slower, about 5/10 off your leader right now, 4.5 tenths. But I wonder if he might just save a little bit here, only being 80 laps in.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely doing, is just saving and just knowing that you have over 300 laps left in this one, and it's not over till it's over. So to me, it's the best way is to just save and start picking off people later in the run.
James, Johnny Taylor. Taylor hanging on right now, pulling away. Robert back there. Here comes Stoney. We're starting to see a little gap form between these cars.
Oh yeah, everybody's starting to single file out, and I think everybody's kind of getting in their position where they want to be either running fast or just kind of hanging out. I've been kind of watching the lap times also by sectors and everything, and Johnny Taylor, he has a pretty consistent line going right now, always in sector 1 and 2. It's right around that 8-second mark. So Johnny Taylor, he's really definitely found his rhythm, and he's sticking with it.
That 3AC Delco machine is on a rail right now. And to your point, he's got that rhythm down.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'd like the last 10 laps. It's always, like I said, within 8 seconds. And this lap time, that last time around, was a 15.841. And second place only ran a 16.062, so 2/10 off the leaders. So some impressive times being put up by the three of Johnny Taylor.
Well, Taylor, the only car out here within that 15-second bracket right now, is we're coming up to 88 complete. Teammate, what's weird about this teammate of Bart, kind of out to runs right now. And that is his teammate. So, matter of fact, he's coming up on his teammate as we speak. He's within a couple of tenths. 88 to 400 complete. So right now, 89 complete to 400. So what are you thinking here? I'm thinking it's pretty clean so far.
Oh yeah, now everybody's kind of started to find their rhythm and started to the do's and don'ts of this track in a racing format. I think we're going to see this long green flag run here stand for a while until maybe we get some more wear on these tires or later in the run. But I think everybody's found their rhythm and they're happy where they're at right now, or maybe not even happy where they're at and they're just kind of running around, waiting for that caution. But yeah, so far, after that 5th caution, ever since then, it's been a nice green flag run.
Yeah, I think it's going to stay that way for a while. We can start looking at fuel, because fuel is not probably going to be an issue somewhere around lap 200 or so. You got a big fuel tank. You ain't got to worry as bad. Johnny continuing to lead the way. 7 seconds up on the field. Taking a look, first car lap down. Teammate right there in the Ritz, number 8 machine. James Marcada there in the mix also. The Exide batteries, number 99. So 95 on the board of 400. Jake up there as well. Stoney, Robert, Mark there, Johnny Taylor there as well.
I feel like Johnny Taylor right now, he's just kind of pulling a Kyle Larson right now, and he's just absolutely beating on the whole field and getting ready to lap the 11 machine of Robert Engelman. That's going to be at the 5th spot, so he's going to come around, lap the 5th spot driver. So it's going to be interesting if he can lap the whole field. That'll be a definite first for me to see in the Gen 4s.
Yeah, man, definitely. What do you say we do a little bit of crank it up here?
Heck yeah.
Let's do a little bit of crank it up. Old school crank it up, though, but new stuff. This is going to be a little bit different. Have fun, guys. Back on the yellow here. Taylor's still out front. Still one long way to go. Right spot.
Consistent, he can run that car every sector in this race. 8 seconds from the start finish line to the back straight, halfway down the back straight, and same from the back straight to the front straight. 8 seconds almost every single time. Such a consistent driver right there so far. I think he's going to start pulling away from the 2 machine there. Yeah, he just said over the radio comms that it just blew up on him and spun out, so most likely going to be a tragic ending to the 6 machine there. Man, we're going to have some tire strategies out here now, and fuel strategies, as the 2 of Daniel, he's going to go down pit road.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. A 111 complete, that's going to be a strategy call.
And very interesting, be very fun to watch, too. I mean, maybe, I think he kind of has the mindset that, went green flag runs there, a long green flag run there, so why not come down and get the fresh tires, the fresh fuel while you can under caution without going a lap. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if you go 2 laps down to go down pit road here at South Boston.
Yeah, good call, come down, get the tires. Well, Ben with Robert right there.
Brush tires, maybe, but I don't think anybody does. I think he just has a very consistent line unless somebody can capitalize and figure out what he's doing and how he's running it. Other than that, just Johnny has such a very consistent line, and he just kind of sets sails with it lap after lap. I feel like on that run where he had a magnificent lead, he was definitely saving tires because he's running some fast times now at 15.734. Earlier he was in the 15.9s. A couple laps earlier he almost had his best lap. Once again, he's running that pretty hard and fast, but the 44 off he's running that pretty hard and fast as well. Maybe in a little bit we might have the final for the week, maybe up. The lap times are about equal right now, but Jacob put a little bit faster lap down previous lap, and he's just a tad faster on this sector as well. And proof that he has 2 tenths on there on Johnny that lap. Johnny Trailer, I think he saw the 44 right on his back bumper, so he had time to get out of Dodge. But again, sportsmanship from the 44 letting 2 go by. Once again, this one good.
Making it.
I've tried to incorporate that in my racing as well. What he designed always having the mindset you probably catch him later as you burn up your stuff and later hop on and preserve your stuff well enough as the battle for the lead starting to heat up just a little bit. And it's to say that clearly Johnny pulled away again.
I don't know. I don't think the cars where it was at early. He is down and now James Baldwin is able to stay in the
I wonder if Johnny burned up his tires a little bit more than everybody else trying to get away. As to your machine, he just ran a 10th quicker than Johnny that lap, so it's going to be interesting to find out and see if he just rides behind Johnny for the next couple of laps or if he's going to try to get around him.
I don't know if it's hard to make a set. Maybe that's something
Oh yeah, really.
Also the fact you get back home. Does he want to go?
He may be missing our broadcast when he doesn't leave. He's sitting in the car laughing at us, thinking all these different things.
Yeah.
You just talked about Jacob. He just got loose off trouble now for somebody around the track. Caution out on his yeah. Oh yeah, that 44 Jacob and the Hot Wheels machine, he got loose off a 4. He hit the inside retaining wall. But he was well back under power. So I'm not sure. Alright, so oh crap. Dropped the ball on that one. Well, we got some cars coming down pit road here on lap 133. The 2's back in pit road as well.
So, back down. Here we go. Let's start the process of tires. Keep looking on here and let me know what tires they've got left.
Yes, I will take a look here. They got 11 tire changes for this race, so plenty of tires to work with.
Well, I would what tires are based on them. I don't have a way of tracking it, so I'm just going to guess the thing. I think Johnny's pretty good on tires. I think everybody's pretty well covered.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time Johnny's pitted this race here on lap 133. I'll try to take some stats for the leaders, so we can kind of compare different strategies here later on. Guys that have fresh tires on it, I don't remember. Still are cold, so it's a little bit easier to spin out, so it'll be interesting to find if you remember that or if you have a little too much on that. new strategy. Tell you what, John, you have a miracle of the two of Daniel ever since this run has started. So it'll be interesting to kind of find out and see if the two can capitalize here later and pull the lead away from
Alright guys, let's do crank it up one more time. Yeah, my bad, Barber. I hit the wrong button. Turned the cars up. Kendall right back at it. 172 on the board and 400 here. So 173 this time by. Tony there as well.
Be interesting to watch. Johnny Taylor involved with the accident last caution. He's one lap down now, but he has the pace. I do gotta say, he does have the pace.
Oh,
On that
problems.
car.
Well, that's the 12.
Well, that's the gift from the iRacing gods to Johnny.
Yeah, exactly. Mark there as well. And look who's out front now. Mark, remember, he was around the back for the longest time. Now out front leading this thing. As we're coming up towards halfway tonight. Well, let's talk to him. Out of DI, Mr. Mark, let's talk to him here. Let's see. Hey, Mark, from the outhouse to the penthouse, buddy, you're leading. Hey, Mark, man, Matt up in the booth, got me? I don't think he's got us.
No, I don't.
I don't think he's got us. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is that better for you, Barbara? Yeah, it was my fault. I hit the wrong button like a dum-dum, turned the cars up too loud, you know.
Typical broadcasting stuff.
Yeah, myself. Right.
Operator error.
Operator error. There it is. 177 on the board, James in 6th. So James in 6th. Mark there continuing to lead. Mark there leading. $178 on the board.
Yeah, also another good mover back from the back of the field. Had some spins early was Stoney Benfield. He had a few spins earlier. He's back up in the second spot. Same with Jacob there, back up in third.
Yeah, the faster pastor moving back forward, right? Just shy of halfway.
Heck yeah.
Do you believe we're already almost halfway through this thing?
That's insane, but it also doesn't really surprise me as, like as we said, the South Boston Speedway is only 0.4 miles away around, and it's only about 15 seconds for these cars to get to start finish to start finish.
There we go. We've been a busy bee here tonight. As we get ready to go. All right, guys, back to green once again here. So back at it once again here tonight as we roll here at South Boston. Back at it once again. Great racing so far. So again, we continue to roll nice and smooth as they work through. Out front is the 8. The 8 machine out front. And we'll be right back in the booth in a moment. All right, back here yet again. Here's we're me and Kendall spotting some Discord gremlins, aren't we, Kendall?
Yeah, you know.
You know, but we're ready to go green at 185 and 200, or 185 and 400 in the books. So again, we'll get ready to go at green once again here tonight, Kendall. We're ready to go just about halfway through.
Yeah, halfway through, and probably seen all these guys, it seems like, go from the back to the front, back to the front. It's going to be interesting. Johnny's back up in the 4th spot as pace car down and away in Safety Pit Road.
Jacob there, Daniel there as well, 186 on the board. Right there as well with Daniel Molinex, Johnny Taylor, Stoney Banfield, James, Andy right there as well. Mr. Kendall, I might have to let you take the main call here in just a minute. I might have to go to a little Mark there continuing to lead as we close in on half length. So Daniel Molinex sitting in second right now.
Yeah, but he has a mirror full, and Johnny's going to get to this inside of Daniel, and he's just going to kind of continue to battle him out there. So he's going to have the high side advantage, the advantage of kind of putting him down towards the bottom, not letting him use the whole side of the track. So a nice little battle here for the 2nd spot. But it looks like he's going to clear him, and he's going to work on the 8 machine there for the lead.
There we go. Johnny Taylor right there as well. Mark hanging tight. Johnny, Mark up front, 2x2 teammates, and Johnny going to get clear of it. Nice job by Johnny getting clear there, Kendall.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long ago that he was 1 lap down and was in some trouble, but now he has that car dialed back in, and he's got the lucky dog, and he's starting to set sail once again, and almost over a half-second lead over Daniel.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. Hey, Barbara, if you don't care, how is our audio levels? Because mine is showing something weird. I just want to check with you in chat there. Johnny Taylor, James right there as well, Jacob right there hanging tight as well in the 44 Hot Wheels machine. How about Jacob tonight? Hanging on mid-pack.
He's had a little bit of trouble earlier on, and been doing a great job of hanging on to the lead lap and everything. In the 5th spot right now, both his competitors 2 laps down, and that's going to be Andy Reeves in the 24 machine. But again, back up front towards the front, Johnny Taylor just putting an absolute beating to the field right now, 1.5 seconds to the advantage to Johnny.
Johnny got back to the race lead. Now Daniel back to second. Now, you said earlier Johnny was not too pleased with the situation going on with that incident he got caught up in.
No, he wasn't. He saw the wreck happen coming out of 4, and he checked up. The 5 machine of Wingens didn't check up as hard as Johnny did, and of course the 5, he plowed around in the back of that number 3 machine, and was not pleased with the 5 machine, but I couldn't blame him there at all. I don't know how the 5 saw that wreck. If he was right behind him and he just didn't see it, so he just got caught off guard. I'm not sure what all happened. But besides that, now Johnny's back to the leader.
Yeah, man. And really, you know, one of the things when you're at these short race tracks like this, it is really easy not to get checked up.
Oh yeah, 0.4 miles around this racetrack and 15 seconds. That's pretty quick. But then when you condense it down to turn number 4, a wreck happens. That sort of deal. Your reaction time is not going to be as fast as on a bigger track where you can kind of see a little bit more and have a little bit more time to make the decision on where to brake. So it's just short track things and short track tempers coming in.
Yeah, right now 201 of 400 complete. Andy, Brian W. Wiggins right there as well. Look at Mike. Look at Jeffy. Out there, Robert. Justin there in the mix also. The 203 laps of 400 complete here tonight, man. Hard to believe we've already took the cross flags here, South Boston.
Yeah, the laps are ticking down, and Johnny there again, just those consistent laps once again, like we saw before the wreck. He's putting 15.7s on the board and continues to put 15.7s throughout the race as 11's down in a way pit road. I don't know if he was just got there or not. But Johnny picking the ball right back up where he left it.
Yeah, and right now the 3 machine, Johnny Taylor, just kicking that ball right through the goal post right now. And it doesn't feel like we've already been going an hour, does it, Bud?
Oh, no, not at all. It's been a really fun race to watch. It's, I believe almost every driver's been a lap down at this point, so it's been really fun and cool to see that and watch these guys battle it back up to the front. And of course, we've seen Johnny, but also we've seen the 75 machine, the 2 machine there. They've been having weird nights as well as they've got battled back. Really cool, really fun to watch.
And 4. Well, good news over from our broadcast partner on the other side. Everything went good there, so night's kind of coming together the way I had hoped, kind of. All but a mishap on my part. Jacob right there in 3rd. Stoney Banfield in 4th. Mark in 5th. Hashtag growing pains. Oh, Brian W. Wiggins, Mike right there as well. 209 of 400 complete. Johnny Taylor. Now, race control for tonight, actually, was in your race last night, Mr. Paul.
Wild Mitchell, he's here. Race control.
Let's see. Liam was in your race too last night, wasn't he? I think he was.
I think he joined the.
He was in there. Oh yeah, he brought out the first caution. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's thank you to those guys coming out last night for the Interstate Truck Series. That was a fun race. I gotta say it's probably one of the best races of the year for the Interstate Truck Series. Last night,
I see very fun things in our with cross promotion. Let's include their caution. Yellow on the racetrack.
Well,
and let's see if we can find out what happened. Our eyes in the sky. The 42 maybe? Question mark.
Question mark.
And the big red 42 machine. I gotta address something in one of the chat rooms. Not YouTube. Sorry, you're good. So don't be scared. Core, or somebody known as Core. I advise you to pass. All right.
Oh snap!
Johnny up front, 215 on the board. There is a 3 machine, Stoney Banfield right there as well. Daniel Molinax, Mark, and Jacob. Mark to pit road. Let's try to interview Mark again, shall we? Couldn't hear us the last time, so let's try it again. Maybe Discord's worked itself out. Think Discord may have worked itself out?
Well, it depends. Saturday, so who knows what Discord has decided to do.
Well, let's try it here. Mark down at DEI. Let's see if he can hear us this time. Oh, we're gotta get used to Discord. Hey, Mark, can you hear us this go around, buddy? Where's Mark? Oh, Mark. Nope, Mark can't hear us. Mark can't hear us down there in the booth. Oh, drats. We'll move.
Oh, that stink.
We'll move him back up. Let's talk to somebody else really quick here. Let's talk to Jacob. Let's do that. What do you say?
Heck yeah.
Hey, Jacob, Matt down here in the booth. You got a copy real quick, bud? Eddie in the front. Nope. I feel like some of these guys can't hear us over their cars.
Yeah, well,
Shall we try it again? Let's see. William Martin. Have we got enough time here? I don't know. We come to when to go yet.
yeah, I think we're double filed back up, so
All right, we'll wait.
everybody either doesn't want
I don't think they can necessarily hear us.
to. They got their cars too loud. They didn't put their earpieces in.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't put their headsets on and all that good stuff. And up the speed, that's going to be Johnny Taylor. Daniel Stony Banfield up the third, the faster passer, the limiting machine. I mean, I just love the fact that it's faster. That's amazing.
Right?
That's awesome. Out front, Johnny Taylor continuing to lead the way. Daniel Mullen next right there, Stony Banfield right there in line. Hanging tight right now. The old Banfield man right now in the top three. High above here, on board the Extreme Sim TV chopper cam. High above the South Boston Motor Speedway. Well, high allegedly above, not too far up. As they continue to work 221 on the board. A couple of cars out of this one, Robert James and William R. Martin out as well. We're working our way 222 of 400 complete. 222 of 400. What's your thoughts so far? 222 laps in.
I think overall it's been a really good race, and Johnny there's been really consistent, but now it seems like he's starting to lose that car as the two now going to go to the inside, and he's just going to kind of slam on the brakes, let him go by.
Yeah, nice
So
move there.
New leader for you, the two machine there. Be interesting if Johnny can get that pace back up and going to get up by him, or he's just slowing down, conserving stuff, or just trying to make stuff entertaining for us.
Now, remember, Daniel in that points battle right now. So this could be big for him here tonight. Again, 225 laps in to this 400 miler. Or 400 miler. Yeah, this 400 miles is like 1,000 laps. This 400 lapper. I got a special event ideal. I'm going to keep it myself. Alright, everybody working their way through. Mark right there. Jacob in line as well.
4 hours at South Austin.
Oh, jeez. There is the 2 car. Gianni there as well. I gotta get up early in the morning to watch the ending of the 24 hours of long.
Oh, you know, I haven't even seen
Angle
the start
right
of it.
Pretty good race so far. Daniel hanging on. That's probably what I'll go to sleep tonight, to be honest.
It'd be interesting to see how that NASCAR Garage 56 does this week. Oh, tomorrow.
I might actually stay up all night and watch it tonight. And then Kim will kill me when she gets up to go to work. What are you doing up? Watching the 12-hour or the
Watching the
24.
rest. There's only 12 hours left.
2:30 left on the board. It's actually under 12 hours now because that ends about 10 o'clock in the morning. So, what is it, 11 hours? Right now with Daniel Mullinex right there as well.
Yeah, I'd say 11 hours right around there. Getting ready for 10 hours left.
Daniel Mullinex continuing to lead.
In trouble in turn number 3, the 42 of Jeff Higgins. He's going to get it down and under, but he's going to go for a nice little slide.
That's
he's
that
back.
big red machine. 233 on the board of 400, man. We are coming closer and closer to that 100 to go marker, buddy.
Oh yeah, I think once we hit 100 to go, I think we'll see a lot of these cars start pushing down the loud pedal a little bit further down into the car. As Johnny's not letting the 2 of Daniel get away, but continuing the 2 that Daniel is continuing to lead, and pretty much has been Johnny's race almost all night long, but now the 2 is showing some strength here later on.
Yeah, man, as they continue to work. But right now, up front, Daniel Mullen next, Johnny Taylor. And I am going to have to go to the little girl's room, so I'm going to leave the camera on the leaders for you. And I will be right back, sir.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, everybody, enjoy the Kindle takeover here on Extreme TV.
Kendall has the con.
Kindle has the con. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be right back.
But the 2 with Daniel, he's continues to lead here. Johnny Taylor in that second spot, like I said earlier, has not let Daniel get away, and I think he's starting to turn up the pressure on the 2 machine. He's putting up just a tad faster of a lap. Nobody in that 15-second bracket anymore, but it'll be interesting to see if Johnny can get in front of the 2 machine and start putting those lap times back in the 15-second bracket. That time around was a 16.182, and Johnny just a couple of hundredths faster. And look at the gap close there on turn number 3. I think Johnny's waiting for a mistake from the 2 machine to get right on around him and start to set sail once again. But in this one, only 5 on the lead lap. The last one on the lead lap is a 44 of Jacob Kaplan. Sorry if I butchered those last names. I am known to do that. But while we're at it, we might as well just go through the rest of the running order. Third is the 8 machine on Mark. Third is the 75 machine of Stoney Benfield. Fifth is Jacob. Fifth is going to be Brian Wiggins. Oh, sorry, sixth. Seventh is going to be Mike Puritan. Eighth is going to be Andy Reeves. Ninth is Jeff Huggins. And 10th, right now being listed as out of the race, is Robert Engelman. 11th, also being listed out of the race, is James McCarthy. And then 12th, right now he's on pit road, but I think he looks like he might have his day over as well, is Justin Cope. And then rounding it out in the 13th spot is William Martin, being listed out of this one so far. But Daniel in that 2 machine continues to lead, but Johnny not letting him get away here as of late, as we're going to come around to complete lap 245, and we'll go on to 246. And Johnny, though, he's not letting Daniel get away. Like I said, the last couple of laps, it's only been a couple hundredths quicker for Johnny. I think once he gets around that 2 machine, I think we'll see those lap times improve once again. And then also maybe Johnny might be conserving tires here, conserving his stuff, because I think these drivers can make it to the end at this point in time. So they should be able to make it to the end in this one, as the 2 machine of Daniel only has about a 3/10 of a second lead over Johnny. But now the 2, he's starting to turn up the pressure back on once again, and a little bit faster times coming from the 2 machine as he almost hits the 15-second bracket that last lap. We'll see what this lap's going to bring for him. Again, real close to that 15-second bracket of a 16.074, but starting to pull a little bit away from Johnny now, up to 0.4 of a second advantage. And this one, as we come to complete lap 250, as we got 150 laps remaining in this one. The laps are starting to tick down here at South Boston Speedway.
All right, my controls. All right, Daniel out front. Johnny there, Mark, Stoney Banfield there as well. We're not flight sim nerds. Never.
No, what are you talking about?
W. Wiggins right there as well. Mike, Andy Reeves, and Jeff there as well. 152 complete is my co-host here and comrade alluded to tonight. Such a great night of racing right now.
Yeah, 100%, and we're coming 145 laps-ish here. I mean, the two of Daniel, he's starting to run away just a little bit from Johnny now. Just a little bit faster than Johnny now.
Yeah, and starting to do that, and that's the thing with these open setups, because this is open setup, so you start to see a little bit of difference. I was mentioned that earlier, to slip my mind, but at 255 laps being complete, again, it's going to be a very fun season coming up. I have a feeling.
Right, what it's been shaping up so far right now, it's been a great race so far. I mean, we had the hiccups towards the beginning, I think, just learning the track, learning how everybody else races and everything, and learning how the Gen 4s race. But as I say, the two machine, we're going to start pulling away. Johnny's going to close that gap right back on up.
Out to California next week for the next round of the California Motor Speedway. Not to get you a number on that lap wise.
Auto Club.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the race distance was there back. I want to say 400 miles. I want to say. Or 500 miles. One or two. 258 and 400 complete. Mark right there in the line. Mark hanging on. Stony Banfield. Jacob and Brian W. Wiggins right there as well. So it will be California, Iowa, and then we got the week off for July 4th. Is the next two races, and then Twin Ring Motegi will be the next one, and before we get to Lanier and Pocono.
Have a nice flight out there to Japan on that one.
Yeah, I'm flying with you. I'm not taking the helicopter.
Gonna fly on the corporate jet.
yeah, I'm not taking the helicopter out there.
We're gonna just take some few stops in Greenland, or if we go the opposite way, I mean, might stop in Alaska before we. Probably not a good idea to stop in Russia.
Probably not. But look at this. Johnny right there on the back bumper of Daniel Owens. Taking a look there, nose to tail, man. Right on one another right now, man. What are you thinking here as we are coming up on the 100 to go marker very soon?
I think for our leaders here, I think Daniel just needs to keep running what he has in left of that car. And keep it consistent. Do not, and I repeat, do not make any mistakes, because Johnny Taylor right there is right behind him. I think that's what Johnny's waiting for, is waiting for Daniel to make a mistake, float up the track so he can go down and under him. So for Daniel, I think he has to stay mistake-free. Now Johnny, on the other hand, I think he has to think that mentality for the two, that he's not going to try to make a mistake. So he has to get away around him another way. So that's either trying to get him pinched up with a lap car or taking the long way around for him. Because the bump and run in these old Gen 4 cars don't necessarily work.
I mean, it kind of becomes a bump and run, more like a spin and run.
That's true. It's a pit maneuver.
Huh, kind of like you did last night, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mark right there in third. Jacob, Stony Banfield right there as well. Brian W. Wiggins. Mike Peeprin there in the mix also. Andy Reeves and Jeff still rolling. Just out there on pit road. So 9 cars left running here tonight. And this South Boston 400 here this evening. So again, less than 35 minutes away from the end of this race, we go green. Starting to become go time here tonight in South Boston.
Yeah, definitely, and we're going to counter some more lap traffic, and we're definitely going to get a lot more lap traffic before the end of this one. As so far, lap traffic's been just kind of just letting the leaders go by. I think that's going to continue as a tradition throughout this whole rest of this race. But Daniel doing a fantastic job getting around the lap traffic, and he's almost kind of started to separate from Johnny.
Yes, sir. 271 to 400 lead here tonight. Kendall will be with the some, not all the time, but some, when Kendall can be. Told him away from a farm tonight. So.
You did. I was using the and it sounded like trouble there. I just heard the I don't know. Somebody hit the wall, I think, but I don't know who.
I don't know if somebody hit the wall. You're hearing fireworks. Hey, so
Well, I'm not that close, unfortunately. Maybe it's thunder. That could be more of a probable thing. Well, that's not it either. I am known to hear things, though.
and I do want to thank everyone in the chat, everyone here, everyone that follows Extreme Sim TV. Because of you guys, I get the opportunity to do crazy things, like have 3-4 races on one channel on one night. And we were close to pulling it off.
You were pretty dang close.
Johnny Taylor, Mark, Jacob, Stony Banfield there as well. Continuing to, contact!
Oh!
That was the bumper.
Well, that was a creative way of using the bumper, but I don't know if it's going to work that time. He's going to squeeze it into there.
That spot couldn't get any tighter if he tried. Working his way into 1 and 2 side by side with the race lead right now.
Look at him use the apron, trying to get around the 2 machine. I think he's kind of knowing he's holding me up. It's go time. The 8 machine right behind him starting to catch up, so I think he's thinking in his mind it's go time. Time to get around this guy.
Yeah, and laps ticking away up there on the left side of your screen. And again, but you got to be careful about making those big swings. Because if you're not careful, you're going to use your stuff up. And then that really, really blows. Because now you're just kind of helpless. You can't defend yourself.
Yeah, then you're just at the will of the iRacing gods at that point.
Yeah. Beatty on the board here this time by in the South Boston 400 here tonight. If you like what you're seeing here tonight on Extreme Sim TV, don't forget to slam that like button as we work our way through lap traffic. Taylor right there in the line. Caution on the racetrack. And it's going to be for Jacob.
Oh no, he was doing so good.
Oh, Kyle Petty Hot Wheels machine's got a problem. Take a look. Ooh, slide job into the wall. So now we can try interviews again.
Attempt at number 4.
Or 5 or 6 or whatever attempt we're at now.
We'll call it 10.
We'll let them get on pit road and get off the pit road first. We'll do that. I imagine they're coming to pit road.
Oh yeah, I think getting fresh tires and some fuel to make it to the end, and which sadly we still have to say general tires so far. I haven't switched them back. And did the Gen 4s run general tires, or they run Goodyears?
Goodyears, sir. You gotta go a little bit back further for Tire Wars. You know about the Tire Wars?
No, I do not know about the Tire Wars.
You don't know about the Hoosier Goodyear Tire War?
No, it sounds like a story time for later.
Yes, and documentary.
Oh, and oh, okay. Documentary, here we go.
Yes.
I'm one of those weird people, I like documentaries.
Daniel Moe next to Johnny Taylor, Mark right there as well. So it's 284. Alrighty, we'll get ready to go back green flag racing, and I don't think in-race interviews is going to work tonight.
Yeah, either they got their cars a little too loud, or Discord is just refusing.
Is not liking it.
No, not at all.
Alright, quick note for the fans of the show. The NASCAR Tire Wars took place in, are you ready for it?
Listening?
You ready? You sure you're ready?
Yes, I'm really ready.
As we're coming to green. It was 1988, 88, 89, and 94.
Gee, that's why I don't know it. I wasn't alive.
Mark right there as well as they're back up to speed. 286 on the board. and I will link you the documentary after the race.
Heck yeah. Got something to watch.
Daniel Mullen-X joshing on the racetrack.
It's going to be the 24 of Andy Reeves. He's facing the opposite way on the front straightaway.
Man, you can't wreck the Jeff Gordon $1 billion man. Now, come on now.
Well, I think he self-spun.
Yeah, he went around. That's one of the better looking Jeff Gordon cars ever. In all honesty. Yeah, and like the Sesame Street car was great.
You get the copyright rights to You Spin Me Right Around for those. So when you're going to commercial break.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We need to buy the copyright rights. So 288 on the board. Mullen-X. We're going to step away out of the booth a moment. We'll be right back here in South Boston.
Retro Raggy. I'm eating a cheeseburger while we're doing it.
I turned you back on. Everybody heard the cheeseburger. That's great. 292
Yes.
and 400 complete. Let's go. Green
You got me.
flag back in the air.
Yes, I'm eating a cheeseburger, everybody. Gotta have something to eat.
Taylor, Mullen-X, front row. Here they go back at it again. Oh. Can Johnny Taylor get clear? Clear.
Look at him go. Took him on the outside and figured out a way. The inside stuff wasn't working. Previous caution, he figured out a way. Go right around him on the outside, and he's going to start setting sail. I think he's going to start just putting some distance on the two now with almost 100 laps to go.
And yellow is out on the racetrack, and that one's going to be for Mike. The all-tail ride, the number 12 machine. A.K.A. the Ryan Newman ride.
Oh, man. Cheeseburger break.
Burger break. Cheeseburger break. There it is. 296 on the board. All right, chat. Let's have some fun since we brought up cheeseburgers. In the chat room, what is your favorite cheeseburger joint? And for the love of God, don't say Burger King. That's the 12 went around. Let's see what the chat says about their favorite cheeseburger joint. Johnny. Missy Benfield. Miss Missy, does the Faster Pastor make good grilled cheeseburgers? That is my question now. I'm dying to know.
Ooh.
Because if he can make good grilled cheeseburgers, I'm coming to hang out at your house. So it's going to be 298 on the board. Mark right there as well. And Taylor continuing to lead right now. 298 laps complete, folks. So again, back out front, Johnny has had that dominant car all night, man. That car has been on rails. Are you surprised, man? That car has been as good as it's been all night.
Three machine? Yeah, I can't say anything different, but it's been really awesome and really fun to watch him race throughout this whole night. How consistent that car is and how fast it is in the runs. Notice a little bit later on, it gets a little slower. I think is that just him conserving, but all around, they're very fast. Three machine.
I'm waiting on Missy to comment about this Burger King deal. Oh, Missy said yes, he can. All right, so if he can make awesome burgers, I'm all over it. Like grilled burgers and hot dogs, all the junk food that you probably shouldn't eat, but it's awesome. But we're gonna come to green here in just a moment. Coming to green this time. Bye. Green flag in the air. Let's go. 100 to go here tonight in South Boston. And problems to do around. Oh, Daniel gonna go around. So we'll take a look at it once again. So Daniel having a problemo. Maybe a little bit of wheel spin on the start and just never got it going. Caution is out yet again for the two of. It is Miller time. And caution back out. 302 on the board. Possibly that's what I may be going to get out of this race.
Oh man.
Allegedly. Art, Tony, Jacob, Daniel, Brian. Oh, I'm going to sleep. No, man, I'm going to stay up. I don't know what I'm doing. Johnny Taylor continuing to lead. So here's my problem, folks at home. I need you guys' help with something as we're under yellow. Namely, Missy, you can put your opinion on this one. If I go to bed, don't watch the 24-hour remaining of Le Mans and don't stay up till 10 in the morning to watch it and, stay up all night and do that thing. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be mad at myself that I didn't. So should I stay up all night and watch a 24-hour Le Mans or go to bed like a normal person? Johnny Taylor continuing to lead. Mark hanging tight right behind him in the rinse machine. Go to bed.
I say that's probably the smart option, man.
Yes, that's the smart option. Johnny Taylor, Mark, Stony Banfield right there as well.
I mean, you could maybe even be more of a normal person and go to bed early and then wake up early to watch the race.
Right. Missy says go to bed like a normal person. This is true. 306 on the board. Here we go. Here's 400, Johnny out front, ready to go. Restart incoming. Taylor, here comes Tony Banfield moving forward. There's that riveting number 75 machine. He'll go right back to the bottom. 307 and 400. Oh, Stoney, no! Oh, nice save. Holy moly. Holy cow.
He went clear to that second spot and...
Watch this. Stoney loses the car. He gets 90 degrees sideways and hangs on.
That's some good driving right there.
That's all states good hands driving out there.
Now you should get the sponsor so you can make
Exactly.
that part of the segment.
Johnny Taylor up front, Martin second, Jacob Daniel right there as well. Tony Benfield, here comes Brian W. Wiggins, Andy Reeves, Mike, and Jeff right there in the mix also. Great job. Johnny Taylor continuing to lead. No surprise there that AC Delco number 3 is out front. Kissy and Chat, that's some good control right there. You ain't kidding. That's some quick hands. Pull that off. Not knock the wall down. Daniel back to third. The 8 out of shape of Mark now. I think this track is starting to lose some grip here. Mr.
Yeah.
Kendall, whatever.
Change my name.
Johnny
But I mean,
Taylor.
Johnny Taylor, he's putting down some impressive laps here as of late. Last time around was a 15.437. His best was only 10th quicker than that, so maybe he can get his best time here late in this run.
I mean, I tried to call you like 2 different people, Connor and Chris, put together.
That's an interesting
Oh,
combo to put together.
Right? Mike right there as well. Brian Stoney. Jacob there as well. Oh, contact. The 44 right in the back bumper of Mark there a little bit. A little bit of bumper tag. A little bit of contact, bumper tag. The Ritz cracker got cracked. Hot Wheels and Ritz. That sounds like a good day at the shop.
Right? Get some spray cheese with the Ritz crackers. Ooh.
Yes. Taking a look, there's Jacob, there's Tony. 318 to 400. So right now, everyone's single file, 318 to 400 complete here tonight. Wearing this track out here tonight at South Boston. Johnny Taylor continuing to lead right now. Are you surprised, Johnny Taylor? Man, that car has been quick all night. It's continuing to do exactly what he wants it to do. I don't know if anybody's got anything for him.
Well, the only person that has maybe something is the 2 of Daniel. He's a little bit quicker. We'll see this time by around if he's a little bit. Yeah, he's about 10th quicker. He's making about 10th a lap. So if Johnny's just conserving, I don't know, but the guy that has something for him is in that 2nd spot. And earlier, remember, he did have a spinning bar out the caution, so he's right back in the 2nd spot.
Yeah.
Again, another 10th just ticked off there as well, so it's going to be interesting to find out. A lot of time still left in this one. Around 70 to go.
Take a look here. Johnny's got 3 wins on the year. Think about that. Already,
Wow.
3 wins on the year. Looking to make it number 4. Tony Banfield right there has yet to win a race this season. Maybe he'll get one throughout the season at some point here. So 324 here tonight as we inch closer and we get to say the words here in a moment. It'll be 50 to go very soon. Soon-ish, rather.
Yeah, we got 25 laps till then, so now the 2 that I was saying earlier, he's kind of fallen off pace again. Either Johnny's put that loud pedal back down, which I think he has just a little bit, but I think that lap traffic for Daniel is kind of holding him up a little bit. We'll see after he gets past that lap traffic, he can run down Johnny here. He got plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, and everybody's pretty evenly spread out except for this lap traffic right here. You can see Mark working through right now. Mark up into 3rd. Great run for him here tonight. Into that top 3.
Daniel clear lap traffic. He's ticked off a 10th of a second again. So we'll see if he can get up and roll the dice with Johnny there. Another 10th right off the list.
Yeah, that's going to be
Daniel.
that's going to be the question. Now let's go back in time with Taylor out front, shall we? The last time Taylor went to victory lane was in the Daytona 500. He won that one for the season opener on April the 15th, along with the North Carolina 400 at Rockingham. So he's got a little bit of experience on these short track style racetracks.
Yeah, for sure. Be interesting. If I'm going back to Daniel here, he's taking off a 10th of a second now a lap.
Right.
But once you get right to that back bumper, it's a different story because you have that dirty air, but also you have Johnny Taylor taking the preferred line. So how do you pass him? We saw earlier with Johnny, he was trying to use that apron to pass around Daniel. So it'll be interesting to see what Daniel does if he catches or if when he catches Johnny on how he's going to get around him.
Right.
I'm going to guess he's going to catch him with in between the window of 50 to 25 to go if he keeps up the pace that he's going right now.
Exactly, as Johnny Taylor continuing to lead here again next week, California 500 from Auto Club Speedway, June the 17th on that one. Alrighty, Johnny Taylor right there as well, 335 laps in. What do you say we do crank it up one more time?
Let's do it.
All right, one more crank it up, folks. Let's do it. All right, back at her once again here as we continue to run 341 laps here tonight in the books. Johnny Taylor continuing to lead right now.
And before the crank, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say before the crank it up thing, but it's honestly now approved once again. Johnny Taylor and Daniel, that gap was reducing. It grew a little bit. I think the two of Daniel got off his pace a little bit, but he's gotten right back on that horse again. He's the only one last lap that got into the 15-second bracket, so closing in once again on Johnny. We'll see if he can get to him. It kind of seems like he just kind of goes in phases, that he catches up and he kind of lets off a little bit and then he catches back up.
Yeah, that's the way it works, right? What do you do here? That's the million-dollar question. If you're looking at Johnny Taylor out front with Daniel right there behind him, which way will the phase hit here in the late in the stage, right? Because less than 55 to go this time.
And Daniel, he has caught up a lot of time here. Not this lap, but the last lap, he caught up 3/10. He's got another 10th on this lap. So he's going to get to the back bumper here with 50 to go. But like we said earlier, it's going to be a different story once he does get to that back bumper because he's going to figure out a way to pass him. The preferred way around this track is, of course, down low. You either got to go up high or you got to figure out some way to get down underneath Johnny, but it's been proven that it's really hard to do that.
Chat down there in chat, Barbara and more of them in chat, Ruth there as well. They're up watching their pastor. They're like, "Come on, guys, let's get it over with here. We got to get up early for church in the morning." Yeah, we're into the 11:19 portion of the night. And right now it is going to be Johnny Taylor, Daniel right there in the mix also, Jacob, Mark there as well. Right now, Stoney hanging on in that 75 run. 350 of 400 complete. Can you imagine if Stoney wins a championship? Could you imagine Could you imagine the next morning at church? It's going to be a very fun service.
I was just thinking about that. He's racing on Saturday night, next morning preaching on Sunday morning. Well, how about that?
And winning a championship in between.
Right? That'd be so cool. Give her a trophy, go put it on display at the church.
Right. There we go. Johnny Taylor continuing to lead. Daniel Molinek's right there behind him.
He's kind of stalled out on. He's kind of stalled out on the comeback to Johnny, as I say that he's gained another 10th, but he's kind of fallen back where he was. He was about half a second, a couple laps ago. But he kind of fallen off the pace a little bit. I think he's just kind of conserving those tires. He sees Johnny right there in the windshield of that machine. So I think he's kind of letting off the pressure just a little bit, conserving those tires just a little bit to save it for the end.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing here, is what have you got late? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'll take a look when the last time these guys, these front runners that pitted. Really? Let's see.
It's about a 20 lap difference here. Johnny's got 74, 75 on his tires, and Daniel's got 60 on his.
Yeah, that's what I just saw here. 282 was the last time Johnny pitted, and Daniel pitted on lap 296. So a little bit fresher tires on that 2 machine, but did he save enough? That's going to be the big thing for both of these drivers.
Well, never mind me as I continue to broadcast over here, but Band-Aid on my hand. I just hit it here on my sim rig on a sharp piece of metal. Good job, me.
Good job, Matt.
So let's reach down here and get our first aid kit, shall we?
We need the AMR safety crew to the press box.
Right. This is why I have a safety kit in myself. This is why I do things like this. The candle, as I'm wrapping this, 60 on the board, or 360 on board complete here. 40 to go.
Yeah, 40 laps to go. Daniel, he's within a half second of Johnny, and like we've been talking all night long, he's got to get to that back bumper, and he's got to figure out a way to get around Johnny. And I think the best way to get around him is to pitch him up with a lap car, or trying to get to his inside the best you can, because it's really hard to pass a guy on the outside at the South Boston Speedway. But right now, Johnny's doing a great job. He's doing what he needs to do, as he's going to catch up to the lap car of the number 75 machine of Sony Banfield. He's going to put him 1 lap down. Daniel is going to see how he gets around the lap machine there. As Johnny Taylor, he's going to start setting sail once again, as he's going to have over 7/10 of, well, now it's going to reduce down to 6/10 of a second advantage, as the two yet still to get around that 35 machine. And finally, the 75 goes all the way to the top of the track to let go the 2 machine of Daniel. So we're coming
364 complete. 365. Right now, 365 completed, 400 complete this time by. Oh, Peroxide sucks, Peroxide sucks.
Oh, you have fun with that. No, thank you, sir.
Johnny Taylor continuing to lead right now.
Yeah, that lead is starting to grow once again for Johnny. 1 second advantage for Johnny. Daniel's kind of falling off the pace, but like I like to say, it ain't over till it's over. One caution can change everything. Whatever you wrote down in your books, you can forget about it if a caution comes out. Because I think we're going to see a lot of tire strategy, and I won't be surprised if we just see all of the 4 runners come down to get tires and fuel, as there's only 4 on the lead lap. The beneficiary for the free pass, if we do get a caution, it's going to be that 75 machine of Stony Banfield. So it'll be interesting to find out and see everybody just kind of in their own little world right now.
Yep.
As we come to complete lap number 370.
Yep, coming down to about 30 laps to go here tonight. Taylor continuing to lead. Tony back inside the top 5. 1 lap down again, but that car's still within that top 5 range. Are you surprised at all about Stoney's up and down night that we've saw?
No, not really. I mean, Johnny's been a very strong car, so has the 2 machine and Daniel, so they've been really fast in the rest of the field. I think Stoney's doing a great job of what he has, and kind of the night he's had. I mean, a couple of spins and kind of having the contact with the wall early on. He's doing a great job kind of recovering, salvaging a top 5 so far, and it looks like if he stays mistake free, he will get a top 5. But he got the stick in there. I mean, if we get a caution, he's going to be the beneficiary of the free pass, and he's going to be right back up there with the leaders. But the only thing that does stink about that as the free pass beneficiary, you're going to start at the tail end of the field. So it's going to be interesting to find out and watch as these laps start to tick down.
Yeah, that's going to be the hard part, right? 375 complete this time by. And we'll see, there is that Jacob Lane car in that number 44 machine here in the Retro Series. Again, Taylor doing everything he can to try to pull away. And now with that 1 second gap, he's also got a lap car in between him and Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, Johnny, he's really started to kind of pull away the 2 of Daniel. I think he just burned up his stuff trying to catch up to him. He's trying all he has. It looks like we get a car down pit road.
That's going to be Jacob now on pit road.
So, that's an interest. I don't know if for fuel or what for that.
I wouldn't think so. He's only been out 79 laps since he pitted.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's interesting. Well, maybe some strategy or maybe some damage. There might have been some damage on that machine. So that's going to put Stony Banfield right up in the 4th spot. It might just put him there permanently as Johnny Taylor. He's going to come around to turn number 2 and going to put Jacob probably another lap down unless he has the fresh tires to get away from Johnny.
Yeah. Mark right there as well. There is Mark hanging on. Great run for him here tonight also. So Mark right there in the mix as well. Taylor continuing to hang tight. So again, Daniel hanging tight right now in second. Knows the about what now? 9/10 of a second to gap.
Yeah, last time around it was 1 second, almost on the dot. We'll see this time around. And he's cut down almost a half of a tenth. We'll see if it's going to be enough towards the end. We got the lap traffic of the 44 machine of Jacob here coming up here pretty soon. It's not going to be anytime quick because he has the fresh tires, but he's running about a tenth slower than Johnny. So we'll see probably him become a lap traffic factor in this battle for the lead. As something happened to Daniel, he went off 6/10.
I think he made he may have bobbled there just a little too much.
We go back a lap or two. I think he sent it in a little too much into turn number 3. Gets that car a little bit sideways, and he had to save it, go down on the apron to save it. So that's a shame for him, and he's losing 10th after 10th after 10th now.
I mean,
Oh, Johnny.
what a night it has been, dude. And you see that gap starting to open up a little bit here. And again, they continue to do that.
But I mean, it's opened a little bit more, but Daniel, he's knocking off some more time, and once again, he has to reel him all the way back in. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't think he has it to where he can get around Johnny. He's only knocking off about 0.03 of a second each lap. But maybe he has still something in that car for the last 10.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. 389 to 400 complete. 2 seconds now the gap. So I think this was Johnny's to lose here, man.
Yeah, I think so. I think Daniel, he's going to have to run his stuff up and burn them all up before he can even get there, and he just lost 0.2 to Johnny that lap. So, yeah, it's on the hands of Johnny now, or on the hands of the almighty caution flag to ruin Johnny's race here late on as we're 9 laps to go.
9 laps to go here tonight from South Boston Motor Speedway. It's amazing to me how quick this thing went through.
Oh yeah, we're going on to 2 hours and 7 minutes for 400 laps here at South Boston. It's been a great race, like you said, all night long, and everybody's been running right now in the 16-second bracket, so taking off these laps pretty fast.
And again, we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out here tonight, and we continue to kind of work them through here.
And also our active chat all night long, which is also really fun and really cool to see the interaction between us up here in the booth and you guys down in the chat. So thank you, everybody, commenting, liking, and watching tonight's stream. It's been really, really fun, and that sort of thing as we're taking down the laps here. 5 laps to go for Johnny.
There we go. As they sneak through, Mark, great job. Taylor there as well. Alrighty, as we work 5 laps to go. Daniel, Mark, Stoney in the top 4 as well. 5 to go, and Johnny Taylor coming to the end here this time by. So again, 4 laps to go this time by. Johnny Taylor trying to hang on. Daniel about 1.8 back now. Mark another 9 seconds off. Then Stoney 1 lap down with 3 to go. Here comes Johnny Taylor off of turn number 4. Coming to 2 to go. Daniel Molinax trying to get there, can't do it. Johnny Taylor to take 1 to go this time by, Kendall.
Yeah, it's the white flag. The next flag will end this one. All Johnny has to do is coast that number 3 machine all the way around the racetrack, and he'll pick up his 4th one of the year, and that's what he's going to do, exactly that in turn 3 and 4.
Here we go. Checkered flag is out. Johnny Taylor, victory lane here tonight in South Boston. Daniel 2nd, Mark in 3rd, and Stoney Banfield gonna come on 4th, Jacob in 5th. The South Boston 400 will come to a close. What a great race. Wow. Again, let's take a look at the unofficial finishing results here tonight before we do our post-race interviews. here tonight. Taylor, Mullinex, Mark, Banfield. There, a couple in there as well in the 44. Wiggins, Hughes, Reeves, all right there in the mix here. Let's get ready to talk to our race winner, the one number 3 of Johnny Taylor. See what he has to say.
Yes.
Peace. All righty. Grabbing Johnny Taylor down to the broadcast booth. Mr. Taylor, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
All righty, man. Well, you did it here tonight, Victory Lane. And I think this is either win number 3 or 4. I'll go double check for you. But what a night here. Getting it done yet again.
Yeah, the car was pretty good after we got all through all the mayhem there and fixed some of the damage from that mishap from earlier in the 5. But all in all, it was a decent night for the number 3 camp.
Yes, sir. Win number 4 to be exact. Of course, you got the Daytona 500. You got Rockingham. Good deal there. You got Myrtle Beach. And now you have South Boston. You got a thing for these short tracks, man.
Yeah, short track racing is just a lot about survival and got to be there at the end to win it.
Well, you did just that. You survived. You're going to get the win here tonight in that RCR number 3. Congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I'll give a shout out to Mark and the guys for putting on the show and you for broadcasting tonight and Elite Performance Industries for all they do. And go to raceepi.com and get all your iRacing needs.
Here we go. Well, again, Mr. Taylor, congratulations to you and that beautiful machine tonight.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Thank you, and we will see you soon, man.
Yep.
All right, Johnny Taylor coming home with the win. Mark. Hey, Mark, Matt, and Kendall in the booth. You got me? Hey, Mark. Uh-oh. You got us there, Mark?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we got you now. We tried to interview you a couple of times. It didn't work. Oh, man, top 3 for you here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, car felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was a fun night, man. The car looked pretty stable. Nobody really was crazy out of control, and the cars looked fun to drive, man.
Yeah, some of these guys. I think were dealing with a handful tonight. I know we were lacking a little grip. We could roll the center pretty good, but actually we were lacking drive off. We got it better throughout the race. Beginning there, we were starting out a little tight, and it would build a little too free. Then we got caught up in an early wreck, and then we were just working on getting it fixed up. And once we did, and it started. It would start out free, and then it would start out tight, and then work itself free towards the end. So it was doing the exact opposite of what it was doing at the beginning of the race. So I don't know. We were scratching our heads on that one.
Yeah, man, it's interesting, man. As the sun went down, it was kind of crazy to watch how everybody reacted and the track temp went down and whatnot. A very, very fun night, though.
Yeah, a few more cautions than we wanted to see, but yeah, overall it was pretty fun.
Alrighty, Mark. Well, congratulations on P3. Anybody want to give a shout out to, buddy?
Yeah, we gotta give a shout out to Top Split Setups. Alexander Encarnacio built this base setup, and overall it was very solid.
And Ford, man. Well, Mark, congratulations on getting it done here tonight.
Thanks, Matt.
Alrighty, let's talk to Daniel, the number 2 machine. Daniel Mullinex, Matt in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Alrighty, man. That car came in waves for you. You was able to get up to Johnny, then the car would go away. Then you was able to
Yeah.
get up to him again, and by the end, it was you didn't have much for him.
No, restarting fifth, I knew I had to go. I was actually just talking to Johnny about it, and he was babying his stuff a little bit. The start of a run, and I mean, I'm sure you guys seen it. I could hang with him, and then
Yep.
after about 10 or 15, he'd just drive away.
Yep, it was
So,
like the tides of the ocean coming in and out.
mm-hmm. Yep. So I made some adjustments. I got it better. I think what really hurt me though was restarting fourth or fifth, whatever on that last restart. So I had to pass those guys and then run him down, and then, I mean, the way the air works with these cars, and you wouldn't think it would be like that on a short track, but you can get to somebody, but it's really hard to pass whenever it's just pretty
Right.
much one lane, So, shoot, man, I couldn't even get to his bumper to move him if I wanted to.
Well,
So,
man, it was
but I'll take second. I'll take second.
it was definitely fun to watch, bro.
Yeah, we were nose to tail for a while whenever I did finally get out in front of him. He had plenty of opportunities to move me or, whatever, but I've never had any issues with him. We race clean, we race hard, so gotta give him a shout out for that,
Yeah.
so.
Yes, sir, man. Clean racing's always the best, man.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, congratulations, T2 tonight. We move on to California next week.
Oh, sweet. Finally a track we can use fourth gear again.
There we go. 500 miles. Be ready for it.
I will be, man. I will be.
All right, Daniel. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
I want to thank you guys for putting this on, man. I know it's late. A little bit later start for a while, so I want to give a shout out to you guys. Shout out to my spotter, John Briel. Alex, he gives me really good race cars week after week. It may not be perfect, but we tweak on it throughout the race and get it better.
Yes, sir, man. All right, Daniel. Congrats. Good job.
All right, thanks, man. See y'all next week.
All right. Well, there you go, Kendall. Any closing thoughts of South Boston 400 tonight?
Yeah, it was a great night of racing, and Johnny, of course, taking the win tonight, and he just had an absolute great car throughout the whole night. I thought Daniel had something for him there as of late, but unfortunately dropped off. But overall, what a great night of racing at South Boston Speedway.
Yes, sir. Man, fun night. It was an interesting night on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's been Matt and Kendall here tonight. And we'll be ready to rock and roll here yet again next week. Man, it was so much fun, dude.
Yeah, that was. It's really cool to see a Gen 4 week do 100% races. That's cool.
Oh, we're still on air. Bye, guys.
Oh, goodbye!